NATO is sending a message to Russia. For the next 2 weeks, 250 military aircraft and 10,000 soldiers will dominate these skies. They're practicing how to respond to a Russian attack. So what really is happening in Europe? NATO drills, the largest ever, the biggest air exercise in NATO's history. Germany is playing host. A total of 25 countries are taking part. This includes friends of NATO as well, countries like Japan. Japan has joined as an observer. And Sweden, which is still waiting to join the NATO. And what are these troops preparing for? A potential war with Russia. Or should I say, another war with Russia, considering they're already fighting one.
This exercise is quite deliberately taking place at a level that is not intended to contribute to escalation. It is, of course, a massive presence. It is also important to send a clear signal to Russia.
So NATO is sending a message to Russia. Although the exercise is not a new idea, really. It was first thought of in the year 2018, 4 years after Russia annexed Crimea. These drills were meant to be a response. It took them 4 years to think of a response. And in the end, they chose to junk the plan. Then Russia invaded Ukraine, and more than a year into the war, NATO has finally come together to conduct an air drill. Full marks for promptness.
From my perspective, we are sending a strong message here that we care about our security. And that, I think, is something that is needed more than ever since Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Germany is leading these drills. But what's the point of this exercise beyond making a point to Moscow? Testing and maintaining interoperability. In simple English, they're trying to see if they can fight as one force against Russia. The focus of the drills is Eastern Europe. In the next few days, the warplanes will practice maneuvers. They will fly towards the east every day, towards countries like Romania and Estonia. They're close to Russia and the war in Ukraine. And NATO is trying to show Moscow, and perhaps itself, how quickly it can deploy if the battle in Ukraine spills over. The implications are clear. They're preparing for a larger conflict. Eastern Europe has been militarized. The last pretenses of neutrality have been shed. You see, for decades, Brussels has avoided a conflict. And now they're actively gearing up for one. Europe is spending big money on arms. Again, I have some numbers. Europe's arms imports have increased by 47% in the recent past. Military spending is breaking records. Last year, Europe spent 13% more on its armies. By December 2022, Europe's defense spending crossed $200 billion for the first time ever. A part of this is going towards buying arms for Ukraine. But leading European nations, which profess neutrality for the longest time, are also arming themselves. And guess who they're turning to for the weapons? The United States of America. It has got meaty orders from its European friends. Germany is one of the biggest buyers. It has ordered 35 F-35 aircraft. The deal is worth over $8 billion. Then we have Poland. Ahead of Russia's invasion, Poland ordered 250 M1 Abrams tanks. How much did it cost them? Around $6 billion. The United Kingdom asked for a missile defense radar. The price tag was $700 million. Around the same time, Spain placed an order too. They wanted choppers from America. So the trend is quite clear. Europe feels threatened. It is arming itself and playing war games. A larger attack from Russia may become a self-fulfilling prophecy.